What's up, guys? Hybrid Mongoose here, and today we are going to talk about Diablo 4, and they just released a developer gameplay showcase. This game actually looks quite amazing. There's lots of things we got to talk about. I think this is the first time they're going to actually do cross-play with all these other platforms. We're going to get into that, and yeah, let's get right into it. Before we start the video, I want to say if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Join the Mongoose Gang today. So I'm going to play the video here now in a second, kind of going over everything. I'm going to pause it when I want, if I have input to say, or I just want to add something to the video. But yeah, there's lots of things going on with this video. This game is actually coming out differently than I thought. And with all the negative feedback from Diablo Immortal, you know, it's kind of up in the air whether, you know, the community is kind of like me. They're like, okay, this is great, but like, please don't make this play to win. You know, please don't do that. So yeah, let's just get right into it and we will start the video.
Diablo 4 is the next generation of action RPG, melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open world.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gory and unnerving. It's creepy.
So first of all, you're noticing right away that they're going on the very dark element here, and I actually love this. I love this. Like, my favorite class in Diablo is the Necromancer, which, I mean, if it's not yours, I'm sorry, you're wrong. But but yeah, I'm glad they're pushing more of the dark element of Diablo and going back to kind of its roots.
Diablo 4 is all about player choice.
It takes all of the pillars of a Diablo game and just expands them with all of the new features that people really love and appreciate.
So also, I'm noticing that the graphics look so polished as well. They look so good. Everything looks so refined, you know, and it looks great.
In modern games, whoever you see yourself being, you can create in Diablo 4.
It's important to include robust character customization because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play. It allows you to...
See, that's really cool right there. That all the customization that they're doing, that is really awesome. That's great. Yeah, I mean, Doom Immortal kind of, or Doom Immortal, Diablo Immortal kind of did that a little bit too, so it's cool to see it here.
Switch around your playstyle as well.
Everything feels very powerful and fun.
One of the really cool things about having an open world is your journey that you take throughout Diablo 4 is your own. There's no linear path that you have to follow.
We've got almost 150 dungeons in the game.
There's all kinds
Wow.
of surprises as you're exploring.
Strongholds are an enemy territory that you need to reclaim.
You might have a space that begins as a hostile area, but after you've cleared it out,
The evil in this place has been cleansed.
it now becomes a friendly town.
Sometimes it's a new team. Sometimes
See, that's really cool right there. I really like that they're showing progression from the game. It's not linear, as they say. So I think this is going to be a lot of like choose your own adventure type thing. The world looks massive. I wasn't expecting an open world Diablo game like this, but it looks huge to me. Also, you saw the horse. He's riding on the horse. That's awesome.
it's a new dungeon. There's a whole bunch of rewards that you get. And you have a real impact on the world as a result.
No, you can't leave us here. They might come back any moment.
Local events are really cool little story segments that happen within the open world.
You'll just be running through the world and then a local event will pop up and you can choose to participate in it or get a group together and just wail on these like giant world bosses.
Wow.
These are events that take a lot of people and you really have to work together.
being able to see all the players on your screen collaborating, trying to take this big monster down. It's epic.
The one thing I do have to say here is I really hope that the world bosses are actually hard, giving some kind of challenge to the game. I feel like in Diablo, you just, half of the game is enjoying how strong you can get and things like that. So I just hope they actually tier that up correctly and actually make it hard.
It's so easy to create a community. It makes Diablo more of a social experience.
We've got fully enabled crossplay.
If you have an Xbox and your buddy has a PC, you're going to be able to group up.
Or you could play couch co-op. Two people on a couch can sit there and have a great experience.
We've created specific zones where players can engage in PvP.
If you go there, you can start swinging away at people. But you're also opening yourself up to being swung at.
If you're like really, really good, the game actually marks you as like a champion on the map. You basically become a loot pinata, and everyone wants to chase you down.
The last story mission is really the beginning of a whole different part of the journey.
Now you're set up for the end game, and that end game is rich with things to do that allow you to get more and more powerful.
Whether it's new items or new dungeons or new Paragon boards, every single time you come back to play Diablo 4, there's going to be new stuff for you to experience.
And it's something that we're going to support for years to come.
I'm really excited for folks to get their hands on Diablo 4.
Just to see millions of people really enjoying the different options.
Through the campaign,
Local events.
Couch co-op,
Endgame.
PvP, it almost doesn't end.
And we are so close.
Wow. It looks so good. All Hell Breaks Loose 2023. So, I mean, there is a Necromancer trailer. Other than that, we're not going to get into that right now, but God, the cross-play needed to happen a long time ago. They really needed that, and I'm glad that they're actually putting it in there now. Now I get to play with my brother, with my buddy Chi that I play Pokemon Go with. Like, we can actually all play together, and it doesn't have to be on the Xbox or the PC. That's amazing. You know how much more people I can play with now, in general, because of that. So that's huge right there. I like that the non-linear path, you can kind of choose your own adventure. The world seems gigantic. It seems like they've done a good job of envisioning this gigantic world, because it just seems so much bigger than all the other Diablos that we've seen. And it just, God, it just looks great. I thought we gone as far as we can go with this type of style, in terms of like looks, and no, I mean, it looks so good. I'm pumped for this. I'm ready for this type of gameplay. I think it was needed in Diablo, and I mean, it's just so unfortunate that this is coming on the heels of Diablo Immortal, where a lot of the fans, especially the PC fans, are feeling like, nah, they're either done with the game right now, or they just didn't play in general. And that's a sad state of affairs in terms of how things are going with the Diablo franchise. So this was definitely needed to kind of boost the morale up, but it's still, I almost feel like they should have never even released Diablo Immortal. I had fun for 10 hours, like I said, but like, no, they shouldn't have done it, is what I'm saying. So yeah, kind of unfortunate. It's got us all cautiously optimistic that the game is going to be good as they say it is, and there's not going to be some kind of mechanic where the other shoe drops later on and we're like, oh crap, this is what they're doing the same. Because it's hard to believe in Blizzard right now. I hate to say it that way, but it's hard to believe in Blizzard. And at one point in time, Blizzard was untouchable. I think they took their fans for granted in a lot of respects, and this is where they're at right now. So hopefully this game lives up to the hype that I'm seeing. I think it looks amazing. I'm super pumped for this. I can't wait to play cross-platform with people from, you know, Xbox and whatever. It's going to be great. It's going to make the game so much more multiplayer focused. It's going to be really cool. Put what you think in the comments down below. What is your opinion on this? Do you think it actually looks really good? I'm going to keep covering Diablo 4 content when it comes out, because I'm hyped for it. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, this is, I already signed up for the beta. If I can actually play in the beta, I'll definitely cover that as well. So I'm, you know, as long as we're allowed to, you know, I am super hyped for this game. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I didn't see anything that kind of showed a red flag to me at all. So yeah, I think it looks great. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.